Welcome back to Just Guna Vibes. I'm here with
Patrick.
Yes, sir. And we're here at Fancy Free BK. Beautiful atmosphere. And we got a win in the FA Cup, man. Just talk about today.
It was great to see that we were able to rotate the squad a little bit, and it took a little while for the team to really look like they were starting to click, but eventually they really got going. Love to see a big game from Gabby Martinelli, but Jesus was huge on those goals, setting them up. So I think that it's important to have him back. I really wanted Kai to grab one today too. Fantastic to see him back on the field.
100%. Just some of your thoughts on just seeing Ethan as well, just the youngsters as well, just making their contribution to the game.
Loved having Ethan out there. It's been frustrating not seeing him get more minutes. You understand why when you look at the guys that are, in front of him in that lineup, and Odegaard, who's been fantastic of late, Eze, who was a huge pickup for us. So you understand why it's been tough for him to get on the pitch, but it's great to see him back out there. It's great to see him have some really, really good moments of, really positive play. I think that he probably had a couple of chances that, that if he had just kind of gotten past one more man, he could have, really maybe had a goal. He had a shot that was deflected that looked like if it hadn't been deflected, it would have gotten past the keeper. So I'm really excited to see him out there.
Yeah.
Lewis Skelly, I want him getting minutes too, because I think he really needs it.
Yeah.
He has not looked like the player we saw last season, especially coming in against Liverpool. He was getting burned by Frimpong.
That game, yeah.
It was frustrating to watch, and I think that it's tough because when you're not getting regular game minutes, it's hard to stay that kind of sharpness. But you need to, I don't like to criticize Arteta because he's done a fantastic job, but sometimes I do wish that he would rotate before he was forced to, because I think that it's more effective then because guys are sharper.
100%. On a lighter note, who's your player of the match today?
Oh, you got to give it to Gabby Martinelli. He was fantastic. You can't get a hat trick and not be the man of the match.
100%. Moving along, we have Chelsea on Wednesday. Just talk about that Moose Cup, Carabao Cup matchup.
The Carabao Cup semifinal is tough. I don't love that it's two legs. I would love to see it go to one leg, maybe at a neutral ground, like they used to do for the FA Cup before they moved the semis to Wembley. That being said, it's a tough matchup. It's a Chelsea team that's in an interesting period of their transition. They got a new manager in there. You're not really sure what to expect from them. I would say that I want to see a squad that is ready to go in there and compete, but we have so much depth that you can realistically be a fairly rotated squad in there as well. So I'd love to see Kai Havertz leading the line if he's ready to go 90 or even 60 minutes. Maybe Jesus. I don't really want to see Gyökeres out there right now. I think we've seen a lot of him lately, and I think it's time that we see some other guys.
100%. And you're also here today to speak on the Cannon Cup, presenting the cup to the good fellas here at Brooklyn Invincibles.
Yeah, Brooklyn Invincibles won the 2025 Cannon Cup. Finally got around to doing an official trophy presentation here at the bar, and we were lucky enough to be joined by Adrian from We Can Kick It, which is one of our charity partners, and present them with a check for over $5,000 this year. So, it's a great event that we've been doing, and we've been able to raise some funds for some really deserving organizations, and really proud to see the Brooklyn Invincibles take home the title this year. They've been an amazing participant, and really excited for them to be the holders, and we'll see what next year brings with another exciting tournament.
100%. And lastly, before I let you go, why is this important to have this in the community?
I think one of the ways that we typically gather to watch these matches is in these pubs, and some people are really good at rotating around like yourself. Some of us can get very entrenched in the places where we like to go, and it creates a little bit of a fragmented community. So what I set out to do with the Cannon Cup was create an opportunity to bring people together across these different groups, and we've really seen a lot of it. There were folks who I saw here today who played on the Long Island Gooners team. There were folks here today that played on the O'Hanlon's team. Last week, you and I were both over at Highbury, and had some saw that they had the memorabilia up on the wall, which was really cool. So it's been a great tool to bring the community together across these different groups spread out across the 5 boroughs and beyond.